Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Hyperrev Drive. So today I am going to discuss one hot topic in today's car market. Which car should you purchase? Is it sedan or is it SUV? I am not talking about hatchback because hatchback basically is a kind of a starting level car. So when you are learning driving, that time you should purchase hatchback because of its small size. But when let's say you have driven for 1 2 years 3 years, people often tend to upgrade to sedan or SUV. So which one you should do? So when you are comparing which one you should purchase, there are 5 key points that you need to keep in mind. First one is obviously comfort. Second one is drivability. Is it easy to drive in city? Is it tough to drive? How it is going to be the driving experience in hilly road, in rough road? Third is obviously the mileage. In India, petrol and diesel is not so cheap nowadays. In today's date, it is around 83 to 84 rupees petrol and 77 78 rupees diesel. So obviously mileage is an important factor when you are taking decision. Then 4 is performance, right? Performance is basically how is your engine torque, what is the bhp, how much time it takes from 0 to 100. If not 100, let's say 0 to 80. And fifth one is price. So all these 5 points we will discuss and we will decide which one you should purchase. Obviously, my review will not be inclining to either sedan or SUV. It will be basically on the requirement purpose. Stay with me till the end and let's see what is our verdict based on the comparisons. So first one is comfort. If you have elder members in your family, as well as if the comfort is your first priority, like how much leg space I am getting or like how much comfortable my journey is, sedan always had an higher edge on top of SUV. Starting from 15 or 16 lakhs price, let's say Honda City or Verna, sedans are really good for a comfortable journey. And as per the passenger seat, you can travel a longer distance without taking stops in sedan. SUVs are good, but sedan will always have the edge over SUV in the comfort line. Next is the drivability. Now drivability comes in two parts. One is city, second is on the rough road or probably hillside or bad roads basically. So in terms of drivability, I will say sedan is very easy to drive on city because of its lower ground clearance and lower center of gravity. The drives are very comfortable in city. Always the turning, the cornering and all that is easier to do in sedan compared to SUV. SUVs are bulky in the body part, right? So it has a rollover tendency or body roll tendency, but sedan is really comfortable. As per the city drive, sedan obviously will be the choice. But when the drive gets real bumpy in the bad roads, any rough road condition, SUV gives you a very good edge. Now on the ground clearance part, ground clearance is also a part of drivability. Sedan have like 160 mm, 170 mm on average ground clearance. What that means, in unladen mode, unladen means when there is no passenger or no goods in the car, whatever is the stock weight of the car, that is the coming from the metal parts and everything inside, that is your unladen weight. When the car is in unladen condition, it gives you ground clearance of on average 160 to 170 mm. So I am talking about the most common and famous sedans like let's say Honda City, Verna, Honda Civic. It gives you around 165, 170. But compared to SUV, they give you 190 plus ground clearance. This ground clearance gives you two aspects of the car. First is the low or high center of gravity and second is the drivability on the rough roads. So when you are in city, you are in or in a decent highway where there is not so much potholes and all, low ground clearance is not a problem, right? Because it gives you a low center of gravity. Now in very basic word, what is center of gravity? Center of gravity is an imaginary point in your car around which the car feels the weight, right? So basically if the center of gravity is little bit below due to sedan's body design or low ground clearance, the car is more balanced towards the center, right? So you will not feel the body rollover that much. Rollover angle of the car is very stable. All the sports car has the lowest center of gravity, and sedan is very good on that. Now on the ground clearance part, when you get into a pothole or a big bumper, specifically in Indian roads, some places they put some bumpers which is not in a government allowed limit, or a basically a suitable limit for driving. Somewhere it is very big or broken or something. In those cases, sedan gets into real bumpy situation. You can hit the car bottom, or even there can be some damage in the exhaust pipeline or somewhere. Here you get a very big advantage with the SUVs. Due to 190 plus ground clearance, it will not affect at all. Some of the affordable SUVs also give 200 plus ground clearance, like Tata Nexon have 209 ground clearance. So guys, you can imagine no bumpy road can stop all those cars. Third is mileage. Now, as I told, in India, mileage is a very big deal nowadays because the fuel prices are high. When you think about sedans always had higher mileage compared to the SUV due to the body weight. Sedans have less metal and less weight compared to the SUVs. That's why in the same cc of engine, sedan always gives higher mileage. So fourth one is performance. Now on the performance side, there are mainly three aspects of it. One, engine performance. Second, suspension performance. Third, driving performance. So on the engine performance side, nowadays there is not so much difference. The reason is due to the operational feasibility, companies uses the same engine in the same price segment. Like Verna uses Creta's engine, Creta uses the sister company Seltos engine, Honda City uses the same engine as Honda BRV. It's totally same engine. So due to that, engine performance is almost similar, but only due to the higher weight side on the SUV, the speed up is little bit faster on the sedan. Second one is suspension performance. As I told, SUVs is really made for all kind of roads, right? So to achieve that, company gives little bit harder tuning on the SUV suspension compared to the sedan. Sedan's suspension are little on soft side to give you proper riding comfort. On a hard suspension, obviously it will be better in all kind of roads, but it also gives you a kickback to the passenger harder compared to the sedan. So in a like little bit like slight bumpy road, sedan is always preferred compared to the SUVs. But SUVs harder suspensions really help you when the roads are not so favorable. Third one is driving performance. On the driving performance side, SUVs always have an edge. The reason is it comes with mainly 3-4 types of driving modes. One, obviously forward wheel drive when engine is connected with your front wheel only. Second, rear wheel drive. Third, all wheel drive. Fourth, 4x4. Now, in terms of drivability of sedan, it in the premium segment sedans, C-class sedans, they give you at most all-wheel drive, but not the 4x4. Why 4x4 is important? Where there is very bumpy road or literally you are driving on top of the stone in your off-road experience. In 4x4, all the wheel can operate separately and engine power is connected with all the four wheels. Obviously, it's switchable manually or automatically, but it gives you a great edge. All-wheel drive also gives you four-wheel engine connectivity, but that mostly automated, managed by a computer. So on the drivability segment, SUV gives you a broader spectrum of driving performance. If you want me to make a separate video on the driving modes of these all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or about all these jargons, please let me know in the comment. I will make a separate video on this. So now let's come into the fifth point, that is price. So nowadays in India, car companies are bringing broader spectrum price ranges car, but in general, good sedans prices are cheaper than good SUVs. The reason is to make a car off-road capable or rough road capable, you need to put more components in that. Let's take an example of Honda City or Hyundai Verna. They are very good sedans, right? So top model of it comes around 15 lakhs ex-showroom price in India. But in compared to good quality SUVs like Harrier, MG Hector, I am not talking about compact SUVs or compact sedan here. I am talking about full-size SUVs and full-size sedan. Their prices are 2-3 lakhs extra compared to the top model of Varna or Honda City. And obviously, if you want 4x4 drive in SUV, that is little bit on the costlier side. So Jeep Compass offers the most affordable premium 4x4 drive, and that is around 25 to 26 lakhs ex-showroom price. Except the Mahindra Thor, which is basically made for off-road drive, it gives you 13 lakhs ex-showroom price on the top model, right? So in general, except the Thor, all the SUVs are little costlier side. So if you want a very good car, which is comfortable, which is value for money, I think sedan is a good choice. Now, except all these 5 points, key thinking you need to do before purchasing SUV or sedan. So as I told, SUVs are little bit higher on the ground clearance. That's why you will feel body roll or the rollover of the car when you are taking a sudden turn or a steep turn. If your car does not have a rollover mitigation functionality, that is little bit risky for you. If in a very bad road you take a very sudden turn, there is a chance of rollover of your car. So make sure your car offers rollover mitigation functionality if you are going for an SUV. Now the verdict, which car you should purchase. Let's recall whatever I have explained. If you want good value for money, decent space, good acceleration and very good comfort, then go for sedan. It is unparalleled in the comfort section and all those value for money section. Now, if you have a knack of off-road driving, if you have requirement of like more spaces inside the car to carry more people, if you have bigger family, or let's say to bring your pet, your sitting position on the higher side for better visibility, and price is not constrained to at least invest 2-3 lakhs more, you should go for SUVs. So guys, I think I have explained all those key factors you have to think about when you are purchasing a sedan or SUV. So if you have purchased any sedan or any SUVs, what were your reasons? If it is different from my video, please let me know in comments. And I hope you have liked my video. And if you want to see any specific topics for cars or for drivability or any kind of driving related queries, please let me know in video comment section so I can make a video on that topic. So thank you for staying with me in this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get all these kind of informative videos as well as travel experience in your YouTube browse. So thank you guys. See you in your next video. Be safe and healthy. Bye bye.